The dance form known as Raqs Sharqi, or Oriental dance, has evolved in Egypt over the last century, melding the native dance elements of Egyptian belly with foreign artistic influences, and yet there still remains the feeling of Egypt at the heart of the dance, even as it is now performed all over the world. Individuality is an important part of the dance, and through the ages, you'll see the dancers take traditional movements and style them in their own way. Something that has changed a great deal over the years is Oriental dance music. In music that was produced early in the 20th century, the role of the percussion was quite different. You could hear the raq very gently underscoring the rhythm of the beautiful melodies. Now the tabla is much more predominant in Oriental dance, and because of its big sound, dancers have to hit big accents to really embody it. So before, some of the dancers, Samia Gamal notable among them, paid much more attention to the melodic line, although that is something that you can certainly incorporate in your dance today. Another thing that was different back then, besides the difference in the percussion, is the way that orchestras produced music. The old recordings were recorded when the orchestra was all together, whereas today, very frequently, you'll find music recorded in the studio with separate tracks that are then put together by an editor. It changes the feeling of the music a little. There can be more precision to get those accents in there in the studio. But at the same time, sometimes some of the feeling is lost. You have to put that feeling in the dynamic quality of your movements. With regards to the melody line, the adoption by Egyptian musicians of the keyboard, or org as it is called, changed a little bit the way that maqams are interpreted. The maqam is the Arabic musical mode. It's like a scale, but it also is used in a certain way. It carries an emotional content between its notes. With the keyboard, the notes are fixed, whether they're regular notes or quarter tones that you would find in Arabic music. And so the maqams are a little more simplified than they were with music recorded long ago or classical music even played today. The same thing with the percussion. You'll often hear a drum machine track on the recordings that wasn't there in the pre-electronic age. This can create an artificial feeling, but it also creates an exciting modern feeling. Paying attention to the shifts in maqam in the Oriental dance piece we'll be working on will help you in finding the emotion in the notes and hearing these subtle differences in the music that can give you much more to chew on as you're learning the dance. In terms of the dance steps, some of the things that characterize the modern Oriental style are step combinations. And truly, we have the great choreographer Mahmoud Reda to thank for the influence of step combinations in modern Oriental dance. Mahmoud Reda was influenced by American theatrical dance as seen in the films of Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, ballroom dance, ballet. This was at a time when Egyptian dance was being brought onto a more international stage, a time of pride in Egypt's history. Mahmoud Reda was interested in taking the traditional Egyptian dances and putting them on a larger stage, taking elements from the folklore and combining them with these interesting step combinations that looked good on a big stage. Many of the dancers that were trained by him are famous teachers and even dancers today. These dancers, so influenced by learning company choreographies, became quite interested in the step combinations too, and so this style has predominated in the modern age. This creates a contrast from the early Oriental dance style, which focused less on choreography. Choreography was not a central part of the dance until later on. In this program, I'll be teaching you a choreography to contemporary piece of dance music. I'll point out important melodic and rhythmic features of the piece to help inspire you and sharpen your listening skills. I'll offer guidance in helping you strengthen your technical foundation through movement exploration of the muscle groups used for Egyptian Oriental dance. Drills will provide tools to build your coordination in step combinations and give you a chance to practice the combinations used in the choreography I'll be teaching. This material is designed to be accessible to beginners as well as providing a challenge to higher level dance students and dance teachers. I'll call your attention to some of the textures of Oriental dance music played by different instruments and how movements in the choreography match the character of those sounds. You'll learn what to listen for so that you can respond with feeling to the music and apply the feeling to your movements. Finally, I'd like to dedicate this choreography and this program to my longtime teacher, Yusri Sharif. Yusri turned me into a dancer in his classes by going through the step combinations, paying attention to the music and the emotion of the dance, a sense of playfulness and genuine soul. Initially, I had a lot of difficulty transitioning from right foot to left foot, and I found my steps and my center in his classes. Enjoy.